As separate units. But we are getting there, and I think someday they might know the difference between a century and a moment.
That's excellent to hear. Should be very useful indeed. All in accordance to the plan.
As long as they can tell the difference between a relationship and a casual acquaintance.
You only fooled yourself.
Oh, right. I did not want to remember that one. Well, next up, we have Monologuer. You had some ideas on how to push forward the idea of tricking the heroes into doing a reality show.
Yes, I did. The trick, of course, is getting the heroes to do a reality show would allow us to isolate themselves where they don't know what's going on in the rest of the world, thus giving us free rein to commit as much mayhem as possible. Now, I'm not certain how we get them to agree to do it, but there's an opportunity there.
They love publicity. They're all about it.
There you go. There's an idea. Something about, stoking their egos, playing to their senses of self-image.
Have you tried rubbing peanut butter all over the reality show so they lick it?
That was Plan B.
Ah, yes, okay.
Damn it. Yes.
I had notes about people liking... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That says dogs like licking peanut butter. The words are very similar.
And
all right.
It might work for Wolfenstein.
That's true. Wolfenstein is quite a frustrating foe. All right. Next up, we have Karen. You had some updates about how to deal with the weather.
I tried. Certainly I tried. My problem was, do I fire a rocket directly into the sun, or do I fire it into the atmosphere in general and just create a larger hole in the ozone? I tried waiting in line to talk to the climate scientists and the weather meteorologists, all the people. And oh my God, I waited in line for a full 5 minutes. And then finally I got to speak to someone. And you know what they said? Oh, it's not our department. It can't be done. I said some things I probably regret.
Oh, like what?
Should I really repeat it here? It's not really for polite ears.
Oh, okay. So you use some... Yes, I understand. The words of cursing. Ah, yes. Probably not. I think that's fair. Next up, we have some words from the good old professor about how to fill up a full sports arena with custard.
Yes. So I was going to give the live demonstration during this meeting, but it turns out that tapioca stock or tapioca supplies are rather depleted around the world, as there's this thing called Boba Tea that has become popular in shopping malls, and they've cornered most of the tapioca supply. So we're currently scrambling to get enough butterscotch together to perform the demonstration. It should be ready for next week.
I thought all tapioca was sitting in one warehouse where it's been since it was first created.
Again, you need to get with the times there, Dame Yaggdytha. All the kids these days, they're drinking this stuff called Boba Tea, and apparently it's depleted the stock.
Wasn't he that guy in the, what do they call it, the Stars War?
No, you're thinking about Bulbasaur.
Oh, yeah. You got to catch all them bounty hunters.
Yeah. Well, good to hear. Excellent. That's some progress towards that at the very least. I mean, that's something that we care about very much here, is filling up all of the sports arenas with custard. Next up, we have Anachreon explaining to us how taking care of Baron Backstab's ex is going.
Well, we ran into a little problem here. You see, the plan was a little on the vague side.
Surprising.
Yeah,
I mean,
think it was the part that
what's
you wrote.
ambiguous about taking care of her?
Well, you see, you live as long as I have, you learn there are a couple of different ways that you can take care of things. So I decided to try all of them. First, I made sure that the house was in order. I made sure that, there were flowers on the grave, that she had enough to eat. Then I took her out. We had a lovely time and went back to her place. And, well, let's just say I took her mind off of things for a while.
Wait.
And that, what?
Is the grave her grave or Baron Backstab's grave?
Baron Backstab's.
Oh. Didn't realize he died. Okay, yes.
And then I shot her in the back of the head.
That does seem to cover all the bases. We were very ambiguous in this part of the plan.
So
I'm honestly quite impressed.
At
first I wasn't sure where it was going, but you really just worked your way down the list.
Yeah, I figured you can't really shoot her in the head first and then do the other two. So,
well, not without drawing some looks.
It is an order of operations thing, yes.
Yeah. So, that's where we stand.
Please execute my dear Aunt Sally. I mean, it is.
In her case, lay down 6 feet underground, but that's neither here nor there. So, yeah.
So we did have a quick dial into the meeting, a late dial into the meeting from Princess, and she was going to explain to us, I believe her part of the plan was the crabs in Rangoon situation.
Ooh, that's right. I didn't care about that, so I forgot. So, no worries. Gonna post this morning about how crabs, if you eat them, you're basically suggesting that all people who don't eat seafood should be tried at the Hague. I'm just making this up as I go, Devil, but isn't there something in Leviticus about seafood being evil? Like, shouldn't this be your thing anyway? Like,
I did not write the Bible.
I'm just saying, you're in there. You're like a main character.
Well, yeah, just because Voldemort's in the Harry Potter series doesn't mean that he's not Tolkien. What's her name?
Rowling.
Rowling, thank you.
Bulbasaur, man. I'm sorry. I don't know why you gave me the boring seafood thing.
Delicious seafood thing.
It can be both.
I'm curious, though. Is the whole Boba Tea thing your fault?
It's tasty, man. And when you're sipping it, people are looking at your duck face, and you don't even have to pretend like you're doing duck face on purpose. You can just be like, no, I'm sipping my boba tea. And then you take it from the angle, and then you have 1,000 likes. Yeah, boba tea is partly my fault, but really, it's y'all's fault for not knowing.
Do you think we can come up with a way of making it more harmful to the environment? Unfortunately, tapioca flour is pretty damn easy to come by and economically and ecologically sustainable.
It's all in those big plastic straws, my friend.
And those are
it causes constipation, so we're actually going to be causing a shortage of toilet paper.
Oh, I suppose I'll halt my tree harvesting operations for a little bit then, just to really drag that out.
Here's what we can do. Hear me out. A 3-pronged attack on the boba tea, because fuck crabs. Anyway, so 1. We got to make sure that it shows up on Valentine's Day, and it's a rare, a flower or something that you can only find in the bumfuck of the Amazon, and it's a rare flower that makes you fall in love with whatever. And then you'll have people come in on Valentine's Day, buy it. You have to harvest this flower everywhere. And then you have to say, you don't get to share it, even though that's 2 straws. You have to buy one, get one, so that's double the plastic. And then let's make
make little heart-shaped cups that you put them together.
Yes.
Oh.
It's double. So it's double layered. So there's hearts that go up and down. When you put it, so lots of people will be trying to take pictures. And
how about we sell it? How about we sell it in shot containers and force them to buy 12 of them to get the same size volume?
See, now you're thinking. The third is that we have to bring in stacks back before Valentine's Day. So instead of taking pictures with this thing that saves the environment, basically, you have a picture that prints out even more fucking plastic. It's great.
I like the way you think, Princess. That's properly evil.
Thank you.
And this ties in with our whole choking the ocean full of plastic and the sea turtle problem. You remember that one from when we hit that point of the plan.
I do. I really like sea turtles, though. Can we go after like an ugly fish, like the blobfish?
I don't even know what that is.
Did you know the truth about the blobfish is that at its proper pressure, it looks like a regular, well, not regular, but it looks like a natural fish. It turns into a blob when you take away the pressure and the gravity that it's been adapted to.
So, like when we tried to fire it out of the cannon that one time.
It's like when a nursing mom just takes off the compression bra.
Or when we take the astronauts out of the space station.
Ooh, yikes.
Yeah, that was really rude of us that one time. We probably should.
Are you suggesting nursing moms experience explosive decompression?
Now, I got hit in the face a few times with the milk stream, so there's certainly something explosive.
I find this conversation a bit offensive because I am allergic to milk.
Only a bit? We're not trying hard enough.
Do they test for allergies to human breast milk?
I mean, we can start.
I would like to count myself out.
I think that would be an excellent addition to the plan. A totally unnecessary test for children, newborns.
A test for human breast milk.
Mm-hmm. It has to be administered to every newborn. And it hurts.
Naturally.
Heel pinprick?
Ah, yes, we have to pinprick the mother and the child.
Mm-hmm.
Make it extra aggravating.
And
well,
the father
will remember it.
And
what
the father.
If we just get them while they're hugging, so we go through all of them at once?
One giant needle that has to go through both of them at the same time.
Yes.
I like it.
And the only cure is to milk yourself into a plastic container to feed the baby that needs to be immediately thrown down a baby beluga's throat.
The baby gets thrown down the baby beluga's throat?
Like the.
This does explain why they call it a baby beluga.
That's a whale of a tale.
You know, you bring that up, and now I just have that Rafi song stuck in my head.
Excellent. So next up, we have the status of operations. Let's start up with Anachreon. How are things going in your side of things?
Well, people live, people die. I just kind of keep watching. It's one of those cases where I'm seeing the same sort of shit that I saw, 200 years ago. It's happening again. It gets kind of predictable. All I got to say is I'm going to send you all a list of stocks. Trust me, invest in them. It'll help.
All right, Professor Dr. Wizard.
The attempt to summon a black hole entity from outside of time and space seems to have hit a hiccup, and that black hole entities turn out to be way too powerful for our mortal realm.
I tried to warn you.
Anyway, if I hadn't done it in the subspace dimension that I keep my labyrinth of lamentation, I think we might have actually destroyed the whole planet.
It's important that we don't, because a lot of our operations exist on that planet. Excellent. All right, well, next up, Karen.
Wow, you got it right for once. That's nice.
I try.
Twice this call.
Oh, was it twice? I wasn't paying attention.
Out of the 3 times that he addressed you, yes.
Oh, silly me. Well, I was starting to formulate my ultimate plan, but I got a little bit distracted by the kids who were playing on the lawn of my ultimate lair. I had to go outside and scream their ears into oblivion.
Like, literally?
Yes, I screamed so loud that it shattered their eardrums in this life and in the next.
Oh, that's especially evil. Congratulations.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Such
I enjoyed
skills.
it.
All right, monologuer.
Well, a lot of exciting things in the works, like getting enough plastic produced for this upcoming Valentine's Day boba promotion. And as I mentioned, the fracking went great. We destroyed a large portion of a very dangerous prison. So all kinds of crazed madmen are running the streets, ready to be snapped up into our organizations. I am experiencing a little bit of an issue. Unfortunately, someone's influential blog came out with particularly good mindfulness habits, and people are conserving a lot more and turning off their electricity. So I don't know what to really do about that. If we could maybe stop getting under each other's feet, that'd be very helpful. No conservation. Reduce, yes. Reuse, absolutely not. Recycling, don't even think about it, guys. I don't care how thrifty you feel.
Well, excellent. I mean, I was trying to just start that blog in my spare time, but I can cancel it down if it's causing problems. I got it.
I mean, by all means, I encourage you and your work. Just try not to make people feel better about themselves or think about the world around them.
Karen?
Or you could fill it with so many ads that it's essentially unreadable.
Ooh.
Oh, that is diabolical.
Fulfill your dream and create a lot more agitation through clickbait.
Make it one of them. Make it one of them slideshow articles.
This guy knows what he's talking about.
Oh,
I hate those.
where one cannot click view all.
Mm-mm.
One
In fact, also program it so randomly halfway through the slideshow it starts you back at the beginning.
Ooh. Ugh.
And every
Right.
third slide is an ad you can't skip.
Oh, with music that automatically turns on.
Hmm
Anachreon.
And nudity.
Dame Yaggdytha, how are things going with your organization?
Well, here at the Interdimensional Den, the space spiders are working quite excellently. And the rations we have for them are perfect. The new cult, Princess, you were going to help me with the web thing. We're working on gathering the cult, and you knew someone who could help me with downloading their souls once they've signed them away, because I am getting so hungry.
iTunes, too. iTunes. All you have to do is put a little clause somewhere in there between, you sell your music away and you use the right headphones that might give you cancer, give away part of your soul to Dame, and then they just say click so they can get their free music. Make sure it's tied to, if you sign this right now, you get a free, ringer for your phone. Boom.
So it goes in the iTunes EULA, of course.
More like end the user license agreement, am I right?
Oh,
Well, that sounds good. Just to let you all know on some organization updates. The project for adding pockets to many of our henchmen skirts has mostly gone through. We're about 80% done. The other 20%, we've had some issues with those skirts randomly catching on fire with the pockets that were installed, which unfortunately reduces henchman efficiency by quite a bit.
And honestly, it's not even comfortable to sit down right now. It's been a very long healing process, which I resent.
That's fair. Second order of business was the project to reduce henchman reanimation issues. We've been trying to reduce and reuse, recycle henchmen. I know. It's an efficiency money thing.
They breed like rabbits, though.
They do breed like rabbits, but it's hard to train them. So for the especially skilled henchmen, we've been reanimating them and filling them with cotton and sending them out to a secondary duty of some sort. And the third part is...
Could we not use some kind of polyvinyl? Cotton just sounds so sustainable.
We can switch it over to some sort of...
You know that cotton uses more water than most other crops, right? I mean,
Carry on.
And
what about almonds? I've heard those are atrocious. Can we pack them full of almonds?
How about cotton and almonds?
I like it. Diversify.
and hemp in case they catch on fire again.
I think that also would do a good job of confusing the heroes if they should slash them, and cotton and almonds falls out.
Excellent. To be honest, I'm a little confused myself already.
So you cut them open and nothing but balls and nuts fall out?
I was trying to get there.
Yes.
Yes.
Nothing but balls.
It's perfect.
Fall out. Thank you.
And nuts. Because, almonds.
Oh, those are testicles. You're correct. And that's it. I hope things are going well with you. It sounds like things are going well in general.
What about the that alliance that you were dealing with the otherworldly machines?
Oh, the otherworld. Yeah, that's not going so well. So we tried to negotiate an alliance with some otherworldly entities. They did not like the way that we treat our toasters.
But-
Humanity in general has a bad relationship with its toasters. Unfortunately, all of their reproducers look like giant toasters, so they took the way that we treat our toasters as a offensive action.
So basically, they think that we're saying that their mamas are ugly.
Yes.
But we worship toasters. We give them bread. They give us toast. They are amazing.
Yes, but they don't keep the bread. They turn the bread into toast and then give it back to us.
Also, nobody ever cleans their toasters often enough. Have you ever seen what's in the bottom of them?
No, we do good work. We're good at what we do.
We're
And
good at being bad.
We're good at being bad. That is correct.
With 2 A's.
Thank you all for coming to
No,
this
just
meeting of bad.
Sorry, I thought we were all going to. Okay, never mind.
Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. This is Karen, President, CEO, and manager of Mama Bear LLC. We have a great opportunity for wage slaves just like you. That's right, you too can have the pleasure of satiating my every whim in the exploits of world domination. Isn't that great? Isn't it? Oh, who am I kidding? Of course it is. Call me today, and I can become your new manager.